Hi, my name is Javier Muñoz. I'm the founder and creator of Just Action, and this is episode 6 of the Just Action TV show. First of all, I wanted to thank everyone that has downloaded the 1 million people paradigm shift challenge or that has participated in Just Action. I'm extremely grateful for every one of you for your enthusiasm and for the great reviews we are receiving. Now, on this show, we're going to be talking about play. It's a little bit what we already mentioned on the previous show, but today we're going to talk about it as in terms of the cycle that we're putting together in Just Action. Just Action is about a cycle. We start creating a state of being, an attitude, and then from there the actions follow naturally. Now, we do have to perform those actions, so there is this aspect of play that is in the cycle. And then after that, obviously, we meet resistance. We meet resistance and adversity. It's just a natural aspect of performing any action. You meet what you have to overcome. And so then you go back to getting feedback from all these results and all this adversity and resistance that you find, and you engage again your state of being so that you can assimilate everything, go back to action, and then it goes again and again. This is the cycle which is the fabric of your experience and the foundation for your growth. It is only that way that you're going to really experience everything that you're creating and realize flow from this. Now, in every show we do from now on, we're going to talk a little bit about these 3 aspects of this cycle. So, since this is the foundation and the core of Just Action. Now, for any one of you that is just tuning in and watching this show for the first time, I recommend that you go back and watch the previous episodes so that you know what is the 1 million people paradigm shift challenge and what is Just Action in general. I truly appreciate you watching. Now today we're going to go and talk about this cycle. Let's start with the being aspect of the cycle. Have you realized that we spend plenty of time every day on rituals that have to do with taking care of our external appearance, of our body? There are all kinds of things we do, exercise, we take vitamins, we have plenty of cosmetics. Some of us, we do it for health purposes, other people probably do it for vanity. It doesn't matter. The point is whether we realize that we don't do the same for our mental health, for our soul. Do we have any routines to develop and train our mind to be more in tune with the possibility, with other opportunities, maybe undoing the conditioning, the limiting conditioning, keeping our mental hygiene in order so that we can perform to the best of our abilities? Have you considered that? What rituals do you do in that area? In Just Action, there are 3 types of actions that we have designed so that we can train our mind and prepare it so that we can take action then and do it successfully. Those 3 types of actions are affirmation, visualization, and meditation. Each one has a purpose, and they are part of this daily routine that we can perform in order to prepare our state of being, our attitude towards the best actions possible. Now, there is this French biochemist, his name is Matthew Ricard, and I was watching a presentation the other day where he was talking about different aspects of nurturing your happiness. And he was saying that sometimes we are in the crest of a wave, flowing, elated and full of joy, surfing. And some other times we are deep in the bottom, crushed against the rocks. Now, what is in between those 2 things? What is in between is the depth of the ocean that is everlasting and calm and tranquil. It is that we have to develop, that is always there as the underlying experience of everything, even if you are facing adversity, even if you are facing a very tough time. On the surface, there could be a great storm, but deep inside, this underlying calmness of the ocean is always there, still calm for you. And that is what he said that we needed to develop. He said that in his case, he turned into a Buddhist monk after being a biochemist, and he developed an understanding of how meditation would help you shape that inner aspect of your being to nurture the conditions for overcoming every situation and for always having this happiness. Happiness is not fleeting. It's not something that is temporary. It's something that is the underlying fabric of all your experiences. If you can develop that inner dialogue, that inner peace, that would be the foundation then for all the actions that would come along. Now, there are many other examples as you perform, but one of the things that you have to do after you do your daily rituals of affirmation and visualization, meditations, after you're prepared, then it's time to take action. It's time to perform. It's time to actually put pragmatic actions to practice, to exchange with your environment, with other people, to test, to see what you feel, to go and start the flow. This is the performance aspect of your character, whichever that may be. Now there is an interesting example. For example, have you realized that great painters, for example, when they are painting their masterpiece, they develop also on the side little studies of each part of the painting, so they know how each one fits and how they work, and they explore each one of the details. Now, from my point of view, your character is like a study. It's the same thing. It's a study that will be part of a greater masterpiece. It's a study that you use to develop the different aspects of your character, the different aspects of your being in action that will then break through and make the greater picture more rich and well developed. That's how I envision the character for you, like one of those little studies that you go along and prepare and develop and practice in the game. Now today's tip of the day is to pay attention. Pay attention to those aspects of your mental hygiene the same way that you take care of your external appearance. What could you do? What type of practices could you do to take care of your inner soul, of your mind, so that it is prepared and healthy? Remember that all that you think is metabolized by your body. So the foundation of your health is in your well-being, the well-being of your thinking, of how you are in harmony. How do you practice the nurturing of your mind? As we said before, through affirmations, visualizations, meditation. So, matter of fact, this is nothing new. There are many authors that have talked about this for many years. Some of the practices have been done for ages, for thousands of years, like yoga and meditation, relaxation. There's nothing new about this, but if you put them together, they can really uncover many aspects of your energy that can then be placed to practice in other aspects that are more productive. So pay attention to those recurring thoughts that are not really productive for you, that are wasteful, that are taking your energy from you. There is a couple of things that I wanted to recommend. One is the videos and the books by Louisa Hay. She is absolutely fantastic, and she talks about affirmations. The videos are fantastic, but I would recommend the book because there is a whole section with all kinds of affirmations that are designed for specific things that you may want to accomplish. And it's the work of many years. So she's absolutely fantastic. As you see, there's really nothing new about what I'm saying. It's just the application of this with a purpose is what can really allow you to break through. Now there is another wonderful book by David Fontana, is Learn to Meditate. Although this book is here in Spanish, they have editions in English too, and it is a wonderful book with all kinds of details, illustrations, how-tos. It's just beautiful. I really recommend for anyone that wants to start or has already started meditating. And those would be the tips for today. Okay, we have come to the end of the show. On the next show, we're going to be talking about expansion. How do you reach your natural frequency? How do you find your place of power and expand your being to have greater impact and have your actions travel? We are also going to have some interviews. We do have a number of interviews pending, and we're working on getting those also on the show. Now, for everyone that has taken action, that has great projects, keep sending those videos at videos@justaction.com. Until then, just action, play and make it real.